Hi, welcome to this week's Career Ed Task. This is Mrs. Porro coming at you from my office down in the counseling area. You can find me there if you ever have any questions about this program. This week we're going to be looking at setting you up with some tools you need to be ready to graduate and move on to other things. Can you believe it's happening already? It's so exciting. We'll be setting up accounts at a couple of places that will help you access transcripts. Before that, we'll just take a quick look at last week's tasks to make sure that you got them completed. And the first one is logging in successfully. Hopefully we've achieved that for all of you. There are a few minor glitches that we've been working through this week. Once you were logged in successfully, you were to complete your setup, and this included linking your account with the teacher's account, creating your portfolio, and hopefully personalizing your portfolio with an avatar and a banner. Finally, if you had time left over, you had a chance to explore around My Blueprint. Okay, jumping into this week's tasks. Activity 1 is setting up your BCeID and transcript services. Whether you know you want to go to university or college or trade school or any other form of post-secondary schooling right away after high school or a year after or even possibly 2 years, it doesn't matter when. You will need to have this account set up, and even just accessing and getting a copy of your transcript for future purposes can be done here, even if you have no plans to continue. So this is important for everybody, no matter what your plans are. A transcript basically shows all of your marks and your courses, and it doesn't matter that you haven't done all your courses yet. Here's an example transcript, and you can see near the bottom that there are some courses without grades here, and that's because those are courses that are scheduled but haven't been completed yet. So if you're applying for programs, the schools can see that you are scheduled to take those courses, the marks are coming, and the nice thing about this transcript service is as your marks are upgraded, it forwards new copies to the school. Another good reason to do this now is that while you're a student here, sending your transcripts to up to 25 places is free. And after you're out of school, it can cost $10 or $15 or so. The price might go up, who knows, to send your transcripts to post-secondary institutions. In order to do this, you will need your PIN number, which your teacher can get for you by clicking on your name in MyEd, or if you know how to log onto MyEd, you can get it. This is different from the student number that you use to log into everything. It's a longer number given to you by the BC Ministry of Education. So let's get started. Okay, let's register for a BCeID account to start. So we're going to click on the register button in the top right. And the type of account you're going to choose is a basic BCeID. You click on that and it will take you to a screen where you fill in all of your personal information. Surname means last name. Make sure you use an email that you commonly use. Phone number is great for if you have to recover your account. Choose a user ID that you will remember. This could match your email, for example, so that it's more unforgettable. Something that you will for sure remember. Your password, again, should be memorable because you might want to be accessing this over the next couple of years. And you want to choose and answer the security questions carefully, because if you forget your password or forget something about your account, you will only be able to reset it if you can answer the questions correctly. I hope you're not a robot. Sometimes you have to click on a few things to show that. And you can read and accept the terms of use of agreement, which you can access by clicking on here. Then you're going to click on continue. And you will get an email that reminds you of what your username is. But it's not going to give you your password, and it's not going to give you the security questions. So it's really important that you remember what those are. So once you've set your account up, you can click on Continue to Service Directory, and then you are ready to go to the second part here. We can just search transcripts, and you will see the student transcript service. You'll need your PIN number for this, which is your personal education number, and you can get it through MyEd. And if you don't know how to do that, you could ask your teacher who can get you your PIN number by clicking on your name. All right, so student transcript services. We're going to subscribe to them by clicking on the subscribe now link. So I'm just going to play a YouTube video for you to get a sense of what it looks like going forward.
The Student Transcript Service is an online application that allows current and former students to access their secondary school transcripts, certificates, scholarship information, course, assessment, and examination marks. Students can also order and electronically send transcripts to post-secondary institutions. This video will show students how to access the Student Transcript Service, also known as the STS, and help students navigate the dashboard. Students will complete the registration by providing their personal education number, legal first name and last name, date of birth, and email address. This information must match the information that the school of record has on file for the student. If entered incorrectly 3 times, the student will be locked out of the system until Ministry of Education staff can clear the information. The student will receive an email from Student Transcript Service once the system has been unlocked and they could try to register again. Once the student has completed the registration, they will be sent an email with a confirmation to link the created BCeID to the student's STS account. This link must be activated within 24 hours of receiving the email, otherwise the registration will need to be completed again. Now, the student will be able to log into the STS with their user ID and password and access the Student Transcript Service dashboard. This dashboard shows the student the different options for accessing their information. As an example, a student can view their marks by selecting View Your Transcript, which provides the student with their marks that have been loaded. The transcript shown will have an Unofficial Transcript of Grades title, which will become official when ordered through the system. Students can also view their current graduation assessment and provincial exam results by clicking on this link.
All right, here's your week 2 checklist. You only have the one job today to set up your BCeID basic account and your transcript services. Additionally, your teacher has or will show you the Terry Fox video and talk to you about the Terry Fox event that's coming up. Just a reminder that in Teams, you can be checking the Career Life Connections B course that looks like the one on the right here. Also, if you're new to our school, perhaps an international student or come to us from a different school system or district, you may not even know what we talk about when we keep talking about having Teams set up. So please ask your teacher. This is a good block to do that. What is this Teams thing? What do I need to do? There's an app that you download and sign in on, and a lot of people in the school use it to communicate with students and post work or links or things like that. So do take the time to ask and find out what that is in this block if you have a few extra minutes and don't have that set up yet. I discovered this week that there are a number of students that have no idea what I'm talking about when I say look on your Teams. So make sure you've got that going too. All right, that's it for me. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time for Career Life Connections 12.